Welcome back to HGTV Handmade. I'm hanging out at Marianne's house today with the other handmade ladies, and we're going to throw a tiki party later, so I'm going to need something to wear. Today I want to show you guys how to resist dye using bleach, which is a really fun and easy way to add funky patterns to your clothing for summer. You will need bleach, hydrogen peroxide, hot water, gloves, scissors, rubber bands, and the tank top of your choice. So the first thing that we're going to do is fold our clothing, and I'm working on a tank top here, but you can use a dress or any other piece of clothing that you'd like. So first I'm just going to lay it down flat, and then I'm going to fold it like an accordion. So we're going to go over once and over again, and we're going to keep going until we reach the end of the shirt. This doesn't have to be super precise either. Next, we're going to take our rubber bands, and you can use different sizes of rubber bands, and we're just going to start binding the shirt. If you vary the size of the rubber bands, it'll change what the pattern looks like. So you can switch it up, use some thick ones, use some thin ones. And right now I'm using all thin rubber bands, but in a moment you'll see I'll add some of the thicker ones as well. Because we're using bleach on this shirt, you want to find material that has natural fibers in it. So this is 100% cotton. A lot of synthetic fibers won't dye as well, so you really want to try to find something that's at least 50% cotton. So now that I've reached the end of the shirt, I've got something like this, and what I'm going to do is actually fold it over again. And now I'm going to use the thicker rubber bands to continue to bind it. And this is just going to make an even funkier pattern. You could stop like this, but I kind of want to keep going. So I folded it in half again, and now I'm dividing it even more with these thicker rubber bands. So now it's time to prepare our bleach bath. And what we're going to do is add 1 cup of very hot water and 3 cups of bleach. That's 2 and 3. You want to make sure that you can submerge your entire article of clothing, so if you find that your bucket is a little bit bigger than this one, feel free to up the portions. So you can use 2 cups of water to 6 cups of bleach. So now I'm going to be putting my gloves on because we're going to have to dunk the shirt into the bleach bath, and when you're working with bleach, you don't want to get it on your skin. Okay, so I'm about to dunk this in the bleach bath, but be careful because you actually have to work pretty quickly. If you leave your clothing submerged for too long, it can actually eat away at the clothing. So I'm only going to leave this in for about 5 to 10 seconds, and every piece of clothing is going to be different, again, depending on how much cotton it has in it or whatever if it's synthetic, whatever types of fibers it has. So just watch it, and if you see the bleach acting really quickly, take it out very quickly. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi. All right, taking it out of the bleach bath. And now it's time to go rinse it off with water. It's best to work outside if you've got a hose to rinse it off with, but I don't, so I'm going to run inside now and rinse this off with water in the sink. So now that I've finished washing the shirt off with water, I actually have just one more step. If you leave it like this, the bleach will continue to act on the shirt, and it might actually eat away at the shirt. So we have to stop the bleaching action, and we can do that with hydrogen peroxide. So what I'm going to do is use a second bucket, and I'm just going to rinse it in hydrogen peroxide. This will stop the bleach, and it's our final step. And now that we've finished rinsing this in hydrogen peroxide, we can cut away the rubber bands and see our new design. So this is my final result. I really love this funky pattern, and before I get to wear this, I actually have to throw this into the wash on cold. You don't want to use hot water because you don't want the colors to bleed together. And I would air dry this, but you could also throw this in the dryer on low heat, and be sure that when you wash and dry this, you do it by itself. You don't want to throw any other clothes in there because you don't want to ruin those. Now that this is all set, I can't wait to wear it all summer long.